And here once again is Ranger Doug, the idol of American youth.
Thank you, Texas Bix, the voice that sold 1 million baby chicks. Saddle Pals, we'd like to bring out a special guest. A feller who keeps the riders in the sky full of beans and biscuits 365 days a year. Our old sidekick and camp cook, Sidemeat. A big hand for Sidemeat.
All right, everybody. Mouse, boy, this is great, Ranger Doug. Mouse.
Well, great, Sidemeat. What are you going to do for us here? Tell us a tale? Play Polly Wolly Doodle on the harmonica?
No, I thought I'd just stand here and go,
Do what? It's not much of an act.
Well, I don't know that I'd talk.
What is that noise, anyway?
That's the cry of the sidekick, Ranger
The
Doug.
cry of the sidekick?
Yeah, that's the sound the sidekick makes in every bee western. At some point in every bee western, the sidekick will turn to the star and say, "Ma." I don't know why, but they do it. You try it, Ranger Doug. Ma.
Ma.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. Come on, Woody. Ma.
Nah, not me.
That's backwards, Woody. See, first sentence of meow, and then let's get the folks here to try it. On the count of 3, everybody go meow. 1, 2, 3. Meow. Oh. Think of all those wet windshields out there in America.
I suppose the geezers don't make that sound.
No, of course
Well,
not.
say, Sidemeat, you were doing that over and over in your sleep last night.
Well, I guess I was, Woody Paul. I was having a dream. A beautiful dream.
Don't say.
Can I talk about it?
Sure.
I dreamed I was there inside. They're shooting at me. Oh, what a beautiful sight. I don't know if it was the green chili burrito I got down at the 7-Eleven or what, but I had a dream last night. I dreamed I rode my mule up through the clouds, past riders in the sky. Clean as fur, sidekick heaven. I rode him through the great pearly corral gate they got there, tied him up at a big diamond hitching post, and then I seed him leaning against the golden bunkhouse door waiting to greet me. The greatest sidekick of them all, Ranger Doug. The old Gabbaroo, Gabby Hayes. Mouse. Gabby looks at me and he says, "It's a wonder dead, or is it a rider's eye beside me? It's a wonder, it's a wonder, it's a tie." "What the heck did you say?" I says to him. "Speak English so a man will understand you." He says, "Ma," and I knew he was talking the same lingo. I dreamed I was there inside kick heaven. Oh, what a star-studded night. We went inside, and there they was sitting at a big table playing poker. A cup for the Fuzzies. Fuzzy Knight, Al Fuzzy St. John. How you doing, boy? There's Slim Pickens and Walter Brennan.
One of these days, I'm gonna climb that mountain.
I guess he climbed that rascal. And there was Pancho.
Oh, Cisco!
And Tonto.
Kimosabe.
And way in the corner there was Hop Sing. That was the third world corner of Sidekick Heaven. And I went to the window because we heard a terrible commotion. There's a guy driving a Jeep, waving his hat and screaming, "Whoa, Nellie Bell, whoa." It was Pat Brady. I dreamed I was there inside kick heaven. Oh, but their timing was great. I seen some guys leaning against the top of the top rail fence they got there, Ranger Doug, sitting up on the rail fence. It was all the sidekicks that no one can remember.
Really?
Raymond Hatton. Who would know Raymond Hatton? I didn't know him. He had a little name tag that said, "Hello, my name's Raymond Hatton. Welcome to Sidekick Heaven. Have a nice day." Max Terhune and Little Elmer, they'd switch their name tags. All the greats. And then the Gabbaroo says, "Come on, Sidemeat, we're going in the big boss's ranch house. He's got a roll call of all the sidekicks yet to come. I think you'd like to see it." So we went in a big, beautiful room, and all you could see was a big golden light. And all you could hear was a beautiful guitar playing. And a fiddle, sort of. Playing way up high on the fiddle there, sort of way up there. It was really high. But it was in tune, see? I don't know who that guy is up there, but he's great.
He's good.
Oh, he's great. The old Gabaroo opens the beautiful book and blows off some diamond dust, and there, written in pure platinum, I don't know, very expensive, whatever it was, a list of all the sidekicks yet to come, and he began to read. Chester, Dennis Weaver. Festus, Ken Curtis. George Bush. He's going to need a name tag, don't you suppose? I don't know. He kept on reading. He read Robert Blake, Pat Buttram, Dub Cannonball Taylor, Sidemeat. Sidemeat! That's when I awoke. And I'm sorry I did. 'Cause I dreamed I was there in Sidekick heaven. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Save me a plate of beans, boys. I'm on my way. Ma!
And now let's rejoin our trio along with their faithful sidekick, Sidemeat, in the bunkhouse of the famed old XXX Ranch for the popular Riders Radio Theater feature, Letters to Ranger Doug.
All right. Thank you, Texas Bix. And Too Slim,
Yeah.
would you pull a letter out of the mailbag and read it to us?
Okay, Ranger Doug.
Remember, Saddle Pals, if we read your letter over the air, we'll send you a bona fide official Saddle Pals badge. Well, you ready, Slim?
I sure am, Ranger Doug. Says here, Dear Ranger Doug, idol of American youth. I love Riders in the Sky and Riders Radio Theater. Wow. I also love the song they call the wind Mariah. Say, I know you know just about every Western song ever written, so could you please sing this one for me? Thanking you in advance, Sally Barton, Hoptown, Kentucky.
Gosh, well, thank you, Sally. That was a lovely letter, and you composed it beautifully, too. But I don't know how to tell you this. We do a lot of Western songs, but not every Western song, and really we just haven't had the time to learn Mariah yet in all these years, and we don't know all the words. We don't really know how it goes, and I'm kind of sorry to say we can't do it.
Hold on there, Ranger Doug. Somebody here just might know that song.
Sidemeat, you don't mean to tell me you know Mariah?
I do, and I know it well. And since you cactus canaries can't sing it, rather than break the little one's heart, I'll sing it. What do you say, folks? Should I sing this song? Now listen to that.
Well, I guess that's a mandate.
Boy, these people are starved for entertainment, ain't they?
I should say so. Okay, little Sally Barton in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Here's Sidemeat singing the great Lerner and Lowe composition from Paint Your Wagon, Mariah.
Way out here they made my grub while sitting round the fire. The biscuits rock, the coffee's Joe, and they call my beans Mariah. Mariah, Mariah, they call my beans Mariah. Mariah is the wind that blows.
Wait, hold it, Sidemeat. Whoa, Sidemeat, stop.
Sidemeat.
Stop right there. Stop. Whoa, no more song. Whoa,
Wait
no
till
more.
you get to the part where the men are out there dying.
No, and you're not going to either. That is it.
No.
That is it.
Well, it rhymes and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Oh, sure.
And look, as long as you're out here, if you'd like to sing a song, go ahead and sing one.
How about a pretty love song, Sidemeat?
Oh, Lord, don't make me puke.
Well, do you know any song that isn't about food?
No. But if you can't sing about my beans, by golly, I'll sing about my biscuits.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
Now I cook biscuits all my life.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
I cook for the devil and the devil's wife.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
Say, I cook for old Paul Bunyan's crew. When I run out of flour, I just use glue. But they're all dead, so I'll cook them for you.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
Biscuits for breakfast, biscuits for dinner, biscuits for supper too. I had a biscuit dream most every night. Oh, we got the biscuit blues. Now I cook biscuits of every kind.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
I cook them out of any old thing I find.
Oh,
got the biscuit blues.
I'm talking biscuit, pudding, biscuit stew, great big biscuits, roadkill too, biscuits you can't even chew.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
Biscuits for breakfast, biscuits for dinner, biscuits for supper too. Had a biscuit dream most every night. Oh, I got the biscuit blues. I go to the oven to see if they're done.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
I open that door and I pull out my gun.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
And then a fan 3 times with a crack, crack, crack. The biscuits smile, the slugs bounce back. They're done to a turn, what a tasty snack.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
Biscuits for breakfast, biscuits for dinner, biscuits for supper too. I had a biscuit dream most every night. Oh, we got the biscuit blues. Now I cook biscuits every day.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
I cook 3,000 or 4,000 and I stack 'em away.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
Until there's biscuits here, biscuits there, biscuits crawling through your hair, biscuits, biscuits.
Everywhere. Oh, we got the biscuit.
You know this song. Biscuits for breakfast, biscuits for dinner, biscuits for supper too well. Had a biscuit dream most every night. Oh, we got the biscuit blues. Say, boys, how about a great big T-bone steak? Thick mushroom gravy and some devil's food cake.
Hey, that sounds good.
All the trimmings, boys. Food galore.
Wouldn't fix us anything like that.
Congealed fruit salad.
Hey,
Little carrots in it?
Oh, with the little carrots, you betcha. A glass of wine. 3 or 4. You know what you're gonna get?
what?
Biscuits. I got 1,000,000 more.
Oh, we got the biscuit blues.
You'll learn to love them just like I did.
Thank you. Well, now we get to a very special part of our show, and I'm glad that...
Oh, no, Ranger Doug. Before we're going, I gotta go fix my fiddle. I broke a string.
Oh, no.
Well, that's the perils of live radio, I suppose. Okay, Woody, hurry back. Well, let's see here, Slim.
Yeah, Ranger Doug?
Do I understand correctly from this format here that you've booked another guest on this week's show?
Well, I sure have, Ranger Doug, and it's a real coup, too. But don't worry, I didn't have to fool this guy with my Ed Sullivan impression. He called me.
Oh, great. Well, let's get him out here and...
Okay.
No, perhaps you'd better tell us about him first.
Well, Ranger Doug, as you know, there's been a lot of Elvis sightings lately, and
Slim.
you know his death certificate disappeared.
Slim,
And
wait.
his life insurance was never claimed.
Just a minute here, Slim. Are you trying to tell me you booked an Elvis impersonator on Ryder's Radio Theater?
No, Ranger Doug.
Good.
I booked Elvis himself.
What?
Yes, I found him, Ranger Doug. Well, he found me. He called me last week from Big Flake, South Dakota. They've had a lot of Elvis sightings out there.
So I've heard.
He says he's ready to come back, and he wants to do it on Ryder's Radio Theater. This is the big time, Ranger
I don't
Doug.
know about this, Slim. This
Trust
is...
me, Ranger Doug, I'm a big Elvis fan. I know what I'm doing.
Right, of course you do. Well, let's bring him out and see what we see.
Okay, great. Okay, Saddle Pals. Hold on to your hats, because here he is, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley! Wow! Elvis!
Hi,
Elvis! Wow!
Hi, everybody. How y'all doing today?
Elvis!
I'd sure like to do a song for you now off my new album.
Excuse me, Mr. Presley.
Sir?
I don't mean to be rude, but you'll have to forgive me. You don't look anything like I remember you. I mean, you're thin and your face is totally different.
Well, that's real easy to explain. See, I had to have a plastic surgery to disguise myself.
Boy, they sure did a number on your ears there, E.
Yeah, but, boy, I tell you what, I can sure hear a lot better out of them now.
And another thing, you don't sound at all like Elvis used to.
Well, I'd be a pretty poor disguise if I sounded like him now, wouldn't I? I wouldn't fool nobody.
Well, what?
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell me the reason behind this elaborate ruse.
Sir?
Why the disguise? Why the plastic surgery? Why fake your death?
But, well, tell you the truth about it, I needed a break. I always wanted to work on world peace and do some undercover narc work, you know, that sort of stuff. But now, that's all behind me now, and I'm ready to get on with my career, if you know what I mean. I'd like to do a song for you now, my new album. It's called,
But before you sing, E, can I call you E?
No, sir?
I know that's what the Memphis Mafia called it. Listen, before you sing, how about something to eat? We've got your favorite here.
Well, all right, I'm I'm a bit particular about what I eat, though.
Great. Everything I've ever read about you says you love fried banana and peanut butter sandwiches on white bread. Here's a whole tray of them. I made it myself.
Huh? No, I don't believe I'd eat that, no.
Well, I guess your taste changes as you get older.
I guess that's what it is, all right. Now here's my new song. It's called...
Elvis, before you do a new song, do one of the oldies for us. My favorite is I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. It just tears me up. Folks, do you want to hear one of the old tunes? Here, yeah. Come on. All right.
Sure.
Come on, Elvis. It's in the key of C. Come on, let's TCB.
Oh, well, let's see. Yeah, it's a great song, all right. Let's see. Well, it's been a long time. Let's see. How does it start out?
It starts. Wise men say.
Wise men say.
Right.
Only fools rush in.
Only fools rush in. Well, I tell you what, it's been a long time, boys.
Well, I guess it has. Well,
yep.
I guess you'll remember some of the great movie dances you did. You know, I saw all your great movies. My favorite was Blue Hawaii when you did the clam.
That was a good movie, all right.
Would you do the clam for us here? I remember the words.
I'm sorry.
I'll sing and you dance.
I bet I forgot the words to it too.
Do the clam. Grab your barefoot baby by the hand, turn and tease, hug and...
I'll tell you the truth.
You're not dancing.
Well, I'm having a little trouble finding the beat, that's all.
You're not dancing. See, it's Slim.
Hold on, right here,
it
Slim.
goes like,
Stop it. Excuse me, Mr. Presley. Slim, stop.
Yes.
Think about it, Slim.
Yeah?
Slim.
Yeah?
He doesn't sound like Elvis. He doesn't look like Elvis. He doesn't like fried banana and peanut butter sandwiches. He doesn't know the words to any Elvis songs.
And he can't do the clam. You're not Elvis.
I'm not?
Who are you?
Sir?
Who are you?
Well, all right. I'm not Elvis. I'm Drywall Paul, country recording artist.
I thought as much.
Why did you do this?
Well, last week I took your agent my new record, and after I played it for him, he told me to come on your show as Elvis Presley.
Our agent told you to come on this show as Elvis Presley?
Not exactly like that. That's not exactly what he said, but...
Well, what exactly did he say then?
Well, he told me the only way I'd ever get on the show is if I was the reincarnation of Elvis Presley. So I thought, well, heck, if that's what it takes, you know, here I am. But hey, listen, as long as I'm here, why don't you let me sing my new song for you?
Oh,
I'll tell you, it's a hit, I swear it is. It's on the Skillsaw label, and it's called a Remodel Home, Remodel Heart. Let me borrow your guitar here,
well, we'd love to hear it, Drywall, really, but we're out of time for this portion of the show, right, Texas Bix?
Yes, that's all the time we have for this portion of the show, Ranger Doug.
Well, there you have it. Sorry, it's so late.
We're on a tight schedule, Drywall.
Well, I understand. I'll tell you what, I can come back next week. Maybe I can come back as Buddy Holly.
Wow, I love Buddy Holly.
Talk to our agent. Bye now. So long. Ladies and gentlemen, Drywall Paul, country recording artist. Now, Slim.
Yeah. Just think of it, Buddy
Never
Holly.
mind, Slim. Woody got his fiddle fixed.
Wow.
Fellers?
Did I miss anything, fellers?
No. We have a special guest we'd like to introduce to you at this time, but before he comes out on radio, I think I'd better set the stage, so to speak, for our radio listeners. He's a veteran of over 1,700 motion picture appearances. All but a handful of them were B-Westerns. Yeah. However, even if you're a devoted fan of this genre, you probably won't recognize him. To be perfectly frank, he's definitely seen his better days. His body, for the most part, is just a memory. As a matter of fact, the only part of his body that isn't a memory is his skull.
Don't rub it in, Ranger Doug.
Nevertheless, after a 37-year retirement in the burning desert sands at Death Valley, he's making a comeback bid here on Riders Radio Theater.
Yeah.
He was known to his legion of fans as the fourth or fifth smartest horse in the movies. A big Riders Radio Theater for Two Jaws.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
A big Riders Radio Theater welcome is what I meant to say.
Yes, I knew that was implied.
I wish I could talk like him.
Right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Great to be here. Great to be anywhere at this point in my career.
Nevertheless, this is something of a comeback for you, isn't it?
Yeah, something of a comeback. I got burned out puttering around the condo there in Death Valley. I thought, wouldn't it be great to get back out on the trail and actually press the flesh? Just like back in my heyday. My heyday.
Well, apparently you won't be coming back as a comedian this time.
No. It's tough to come back and die again on public radio. Although there aren't so many flies this time. Let's get everybody to do that on the count of three. Everybody go, 1, 2, 3.
Sounds like the wind's over Death Valley to me.
I like that.
And speaking of Death Valley, you have kind of an unusual retirement situation there, don't you?
Yeah, I like to think so. I live with Mr. Ed and Francis the Talking Mule.
Well, how's he?
Still a jackass. Arnold the pig from Green Acres?
No.
Terrific, really bright guy. People don't know that about Arnold, but they think he's just a pig, but he's a real bright guy. Fury and Flicka, yeah, there's half a dozen lassies.
Really?
They have a little dorm thing that they live in.
Well, the most famous one that isn't there, of course, is Trigger. And
yeah.
We saw Trigger up in Victorville at the Roy Rogers Museum, and he looks fabulous. He's a little stiff, but he doesn't look a day over 10. And you, frankly, have let yourself go.
Yeah, well. Trigger got into long-term municipal bonds, and he had plenty left over for taxidermy once the curtain came down. Me, I blew my wad on the Phillies. And you can see what it got me. A little duct tape and a coat hanger. Sound familiar, Ranger Doug?
Hey! Let's not get personal here.
I'm glad you brought Trigger up, though. Trigger and I were best buddies, and I think we occupy the same place in America's hearts.
What?
Yeah, I think we were both great stars, and people think of us when they think of the golden days of the West, and it's wonderful to be grouped with Trigger whenever people talk about the great horses of the past.
Two Jaws, I helped train Trigger. I rode Trigger. And I can tell you, you're no Trigger.
That was uncalled for, Ranger Doug.
You brought it up, Two Jaws.
I did it. I'm sorry I did. So long, folks.
Two Jaws, holding his smartest horse in the league. Well, Slim, I understand that once again you booked a guest for this week.
I sure have, Ranger Doug. I'm in charge of the guests, and I sure have.
Well, I have to ask with a great deal of trepidation, given our track record, who did you get this time?
Well, Ranger Doug, I guess you know Riders Radio Theater is now in the Dominion of Canada.
I certainly do, Slim, and it's great news, too.
Yes.
Well, don't you have to have a certain amount of Canadian content for your show to get on the air up there, boys?
That's exactly right, Woody. So I booked as a guest from our neighbor to the north.
Ooh, that sounds great, Slim. Who'd you get? Anne Murray, Ian Tyson, Gordon Lightfoot?
Not on our budget, Ranger Doug. I got the symbol of Canada.
You booked a maple leaf?
Wayne Gretzky?
Not since the trade.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, boys. Ranger Doug, earlier in the dressing room, you asked me to let you know when an hour had passed.
Ooh, I certainly did, Texas Bix. Thank you. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Go ahead and bring on the guest.
Well, all right.
Where are you going, Ranger Doug?
Well, I have to put another quarter in the meter or they'll tow our Studebaker Conestoga. You know how parking is down here. Just bring on the Canadian guest and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So long, Ranger Doug.
well gosh, who'd you get to, Slim?
I got a Mountie, Woody.
You mean the idol of Canadian youth?
None other, Woody Paul. In a tribute to the longest undefended border in the world, I've invited to hear one of Her Majesty's finer. How about a big hand from the RCMP, Sergeant Dudley?
Thank you. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you. Hello, Woody. Hello, Slim.
Hi,
Hello, Saddle
Sergeant.
Pals of America, eh? I bring you greetings from the land of sky blue waters, rippling cataracts, snow-capped mountain peaks, a land where men are men and women are women, and everyone ends a declarative sentence with eh? Eh?
Great. Woo! Sergeant Dudley.
It's great to have you here, Sergeant Dudley, but What brings you to our neck of the woods?
Well, I'm on my way home from South Korea, eh?
Oh, really? You must have been to the Olympics.
I did indeed. I took a bronze medal in the beaver flip.
The beaver flip?
Yes,
I guess
of
I'm
course.
not up on that one.
Me neither, Sergeant Dudley, but perhaps you could describe it for us.
Certainly, lads. It begins with a foot race in full regalia of 50 meters to a canoe. Once there, you push off and paddle to a small island. Then you jump out of the canoe, knock back a six-pack of Labatt's. Then you quickly trap a beaver. Ha! Gotcha! Then you take the little rodent by the broad of the tail, wind up and fling the little bugger as far into the poont as you can. Ah!
The poont?
The landing field, of course, then,
Oh.
eh? Well, that done, you jump in your canoe, paddle furiously back to the shore. Then it's Labatt's time again, followed by a belly crawl to the finish line. Oh, what great sport, eh?
Gee, it sounds almost as exciting as curling.
But I guess you don't use a real beaver. I mean, it's like badminton, right? You have a birdie, but it's really a plastic gizmo, you know. It's
Oh, that would be the easy way. But it wouldn't be the Mountie way, eh? No, we use real live beavers.
Well, gosh, how many times can you use the same beaver,
Oh,
Sergeant?
only once, I'm afraid, would eh? After that, they're wise to you. You can't get within 10 meters of them. Oh, are they steamed, eh?
I'll bet they are.
Yes, it was splendid to be there, but it's taken me so long to get home with all these goodwill stops, and I'm quite blue, eh? I really miss my blue Canadian Rockies, my faithful horse, and most of all, little Nellie, the belle of the old Northwest. Oh, I'd love to sing a song to her over the radio.
Well, that would be great, Sergeant Dudley. Maybe she's tuned in and she could hear it.
I hope so.
Why don't you sing a little song for her here?
If I only had a little inspiration, it's so hard when she's not around me. Eh?
Well, I just got a crazy idea. Maybe we can get a stand-in from the audience to come up here and be Little Nell, the belle of the
Say.
old Northwest. Woody, can you
That
go find
sounds
somebody
splendid.
in the crowd that would help us out here?
Oh, good.
Oh, wow. A little Nell. Wow. What a thrill.
What a lovely young lass. Tell me, what is your name in the States?
Nellie.
That's your name in Canada, dear. What's your name down here?
Nellie Jo.
I was afraid she'd say Nellie Bob. Nellie.
Oh, she needs a shawl on her if she's really going to be Nell. Put on the shawl there, yes.
And tell me, is your boyfriend here?
Yes,
Oh, phooey. Still, we can sing a lovely song, can we not?
we certainly can.
Would you play a C chord? The twilight shadows deepen into night, dear. The city lights are gleaming o'er the snow.
Wow.
I sit alone beside a chilly fire, dear. I'm dreaming dreams from out the long ago. Eh? I fancy that it's springtime in the mountains.
I think she was born to play this role.
The flowers with their colors are aflame. And every day I hear you calling to me, Dudley, I'll wait until the springtime comes again.
When it's springtime in the Rockies,
Now
I'll be coming back to you. Little sweetheart of the mountains, with your bonny eyes so blue.
she's a natural, eh?
Once again I'll say
I love you.
while the birds sing all the day. When it's springtime in the Rockies far away.
Oh, Nell, remember those nights in our little birch bark canoe in Lake Louise?
Yes, yes.
I was hoping she'd say that. Remember the hundreds of beavers we flipped over the still waters?
Yes, yes.
Keep going, Nell, I like this.
Once again I'll say I love you, while the birds sing all the day. When it's springtime in the Rockies far away.
Oh, Nell.
Oh, Dudley.
That was just, I'll tell you what, little Nell, you were such a good sport to come up here and do that. During the intermission, go out into the lobby and pick out a free comb at the Mercantile. It's $1 value, and that's just great.
Thank you, Slim. Well, fellows, I must be going. Duty and little Nellie call. Not to mention my horse, then, eh?
Well, thanks for dropping by, Sergeant Dudley.
So long. See you later, eh?
All right, come back when you can. So long. Let's have another hand for him. What do you say?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our sponsors get a little weirder every day. We're now at the portion of our show that I approach with a great deal of caution. You see, it's guest time on Writers Radio Theater, and, well, Too Slim has been handling that little chore for us so far, and, well, I guess you could best describe the results as mixed.
Well, gosh, you don't have to worry this week, Ranger Doug.
Oh, I don't.
No, sir, I really booked a Western band this time.
A real Western band?
Yep, these guys are deep Western.
You mean they're from Nevada or Arizona?
Oh, further west than that, Woody.
California? Oregon?
Oh, way further west than that, Ranger Doug.
Slim, that's as far west as you get.
No, it isn't.
Slim, you mean you booked a Hawaiian band?
I sure did, Ranger Doug. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome direct from the lounge of the Royal Hawaiian Trailer Court, Trader Doug and the fabulous Birds of Paradise.
Well, Slim, where are they?
Yeah, where are they? Who are they?
Well, gosh, I don't know. Maybe they took a wrong turn or something. You know, we're at a new location this week. I'll go out in our spacious parking lot and look around for them.
Well, heck, I'll go check the dressing rooms for them.
Okay, I guess I better check the lobby.
Well, Saddle Pals, it appears that Writers Radio Theater has ground to a halt. The only one left here is me, Texas Bix Bender, and Joey, the Cowpoke King. Joey, old partner, do you have an appropriate Hawaiian polka number that could provide us with a little interlude here? It sure is, partner.
Well, come on in, gentlemen. Lady and gentlemen, come on in. This is where we're supposed to be.
You must be our guest stars?
We're Trader Doug and his fabulous Birds of Paradise at your service.
Well, great. Please come on in. It's a little embarrassing, but the writers aren't here right now.
Well, I know that, but who might you... Wait, don't tell me I recognize that voice anywhere. You can be none other than the famed border announcer, Montana Bix Bender.
It's Texas Bix.
Texas Bix Montana.
No, just Texas
May
Bix.
I call you Monty?
I wish you would.
I wish I could, and I will soon, Monty.
Well, are you the spokesperson for the group?
You mean Master of Ceremonies?
Exactly.
Then the answer is yes, I am indeed Fred Ho, Master of Ceremonies.
Fred who?
No, Fred Ho.
Huh?
Let's stop this now, okay? Perhaps we should perform.
Well, I think that's a great idea. And since the writers still aren't back, maybe I should just turn the rest of the show over to you.
I was praying you'd say that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Trader Doug and the fabulous Birds of Paradise.
Thank you, thank you. Hawaiian war chant. everybody, now that you've had a thrilling taste of our lovely Hawaiian music, please allow me to introduce our band to you. On the Hawaiian steel guitar, the notorious Kalakaua Keaton. Our ukuleleist is the famed Pearl of the South Pacific, a woman whose sultry charms have made her the most requested New Year's Eve performer at the Pearl Harbor's Officers Club for 20 years running, the lovely Woo Wahine. You can say that again.
I do still have plenty of dates available other than New Year's Eve, though. My number is Hawaii 50. Woo! Woo!
Hoope, hoope, that's the lovely Woo Wahine. Then, of course, there's your truly the most recognizable voice in the South Pacific, Fred Ho, your master of ceremonies. And last, but certainly not least, the man who it is said is the man to see when you seek a discreet waterfront transaction, the man with the second most recognizable voice in the South Pacific, Trader Doug.
Well, hoopy, thank you, Fred Ho, Master of Ceremonies, for that warm and accurate introduction. I couldn't have said it better myself. Almost, but not better. Aloha, everyone, and I may take just a moment to say that music is just a sideline to me. I am, as my name implies, heavily involved in discrete forms of commerce. Hoopy, I'll be in the alley after the show with a fine selection of watches, jewelry, and firearms.
Hoopy, but it's showtime now, and we're going to call upon Trader Doug, whose mellifluous vocal tones have caused grass skirts to flutter from Waikiki to Pago. Step up to the microphone, my good friend.
As you wish, Fred Ho, Master of Ceremonies. Let's do the beautiful Beyond the Reef.
Beyond relief.
Beyond the reef, where the sea is dark and cold, my love has gone, and my dreams grow old. There'll be no tears, there'll be no regretting. Will she remember me? Will she forget? I'll send 1,000 flowers when the trade winds blow. I'll send my lonely heart, for I love her so. Someday I know she'll return again to me. Till then my heart will be beyond the
Hoop, once again, I believe, Trader Doug, that the crowd is demanding an encore.
It would so appear, Fred Ho, Master of Ceremonies.
Well, now, kick it off. Hula, Hawaiian hula, smile on your Zingangazula, moonshine above, on your sweet jungle love, and a sang for you, my bulldog swinging for you, my love song I'm singing, come and be my hula hula love. Aya, 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 everybody, come and be my hula hula love. Aya, 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 one more time, come and be my hula hula love. Aya, 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 hoope, hoope, hoope. Well, you've been a wonderful audience, but now we must weigh anchor and set sail for our home in the Hawaiian Isles, where we are booked to play a sumptuous luau later this evening.
Well, say, boys, are you sure you couldn't stick around a little while longer just until the riders get back?
Well, Monty, we could simply not appear later this evening at the Southern Oregon Buick Dealers Wives Junior Auxiliary Luau. As we have verbally contracted to do, sure, we could stay here and continue pouring for millions on this national radio show. Break our word, that would, of course, be the easy way, but it wouldn't be...
I know.
The Cowboy way.
Well, I guess I can understand that.
I was certain you could.
Saddlebags, let's have a big farewell hand for stars of stage, screen, and,
The Dole Pineapple Wake-Up Hour.
the Dole Pineapple Wake-Up Hour. Trader Doug and the fabulous Birds of Paradise.
Well, gosh, they weren't in the dressing rooms.
Whoa.
Not in the lobby either.
I couldn't find him out there in the parking lot.
Gosh, I don't know how this could have happened. The Luby Center is so easy to find.
Gosh, how embarrassing. I guess we just had several minutes of dead air.
Gosh, Texas Bix, what happened while we were gone? Did we miss much?
Nah.
It's guest time on Riders Radio Theater. Too Slim. I haven't seen any banjo cases in the audience. Who have you booked this week?
Ranger Doug, this week's booking can only be described as fit for a king.
Well, you've been doing so well lately, I almost believe you.
Believe me, Ranger Doug, the world is going to be astounded over this booking. I have got us a wonderful trio of singing ladies from Great Britain.
No.
And they're sort of traditional singers. It's
Really?
gonna
Gosh,
be-
that's great. They're folk singers then.
Well, you could say that. They have a wonderful brand new album out on Campfire Light Records. It's called Trailside Songs and Campfire Ballads.
Well, they've certainly got a prestigious label.
Yes.
Boy, they must be really good.
Yes, I thought they'd be right up our Arroyo.
Great, Slim. Thank you. Let's bring them on out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Hold-
all
hold
the way
it.
from the British Isles.
Slim, is that them in the wings? Those three little ladies wearing tiaras and white gloves and carrying little bitty purses.
It sure is, Ranger Doug. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes, we most certainly are. Oh, my, yes. Well, we should be.
Well, then get ready, Mr. and Mrs. World and all the ships at sea, because here in their worldwide broadcast debut is the Queen Elizabeth Trio.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's lovely. Ready, girls? Ready?
I love to go a-wandering along the mountain track, and as I go I often see my knapsack on my back. Valerie, 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 our knapsack on our back. Oh, I am Queen Elizabeth, and I am QE2, and I'm Elizabeth number 3. Now you can be one too. Everybody, Valerie, 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 our knapsack on our back, our knapsacks on our back.
Thank you, ladies. I think that's the most unusual guests we've had here on Riders Radio Theater.
Thank you so very much. We'd ever so much like to have a copy of this show for Chuck and I.
Oh, yes. Our family just loves your show, you know.
Oh, yes, especially Randy Andy. He simply idolizes Ranger Dog.
As well he should.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And of course you could have a tape of this show. We're mighty glad that you could make your world broadcast debut with us.
Oh, we simply loved it too. Our next appearance is in Arizona.
Yes, we're going there to see an old friend and pay the big tourist attraction there.
And we're so excited, as we should be.
Well, great. Well, good luck and with your career, and stop back and see us sometime, won't you, ladies?
Don't be surprised if we do. As we understand it, these things have a way of working out around here.
Yes.
As well they should.
Yes, they often do. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen Elizabeth Trio.
Now, once again, here are America's favorite cowboys, Riders in the Sky.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, buckaroos and buckaroos. Once again, with some trepidation, I approached guest time on Riders Radio Theater. Too Slim told me he had lined up the Beach Boys this week. Upon questioning him a little more closely, he said that after contacting the Beach Boys office, they sent a replacement. A young fellow from California who has a very interesting story. It seems he comes from an old pioneer family. As they headed the herd up from San Diego to Portland, he fell out along about old Capitola or Santa Cruz way, and he was never found. He was raised by a pack of wild surfers. He comes to us from the coast of California, Freddy Law, the Surfin' Cowboy.
Oh, whoa. Hey, dudes. Okay. Ranger Doug. Whoa, I am so totally stoked to be here. Really. I am so into it, man. It's like Writers Radio Theater. Whoa.
Do you get that out in Santa Cruz?
Really, I listen to it all the time. That's why I came tonight, man. I brought my chick.
Really?
Really, we came in and she said, like, where's the drummer? I said, hey, it's bluegrass. Get into it. But like she was like, until you yodeled, and then she said, like, blow my hair back. Whoa. Was that a mistake or what? She's really into it.
Really?
But I'm stoked. Ranger Doug, is he like the big kahuna? Is he? Is he the dude? Really? All the dudes on the beach used to be into Eddie Van Halen. Now it's Ranger Doug. Whoa. Hey, Ranger Doug, do that thing you always do, man. It's not the easy way.
It's not the easy way, but it's the cowboy way.
I get off every time. Do you? That is happening. Tonar, dude. Listen, man, I've been getting into a spiritual space, and I'm thrilled to be here. Like,
you're looking real good, Freddy.
Thank you, man. I've been fasting.
Really?
Fasting?
Really? Which means, like, you don't eat. Whoa.
Thank you. We know what it means, Freddy.
I got up this morning, I fasted for like a half an hour. I got really hungry, way hungry, so I munched out on some burgers, then I fasted for like 2 hours. I was into it, man.
Great. Do you have any other spiritual insights for us?
Well, I just got my mantra now.
Really?
Good beer, good people, good party, good surf.
Where did you get that?
I bought it from this chick down at the pier. It cost $18, man. It's like the secret of the universe. Well, just remember, good beer, good people, good party, good surf. Hey, can I jam with you, dudes?
Are you gonna sit in with us?
Really? Can I jam, man?
You know some of our tunes?
Oh, I know them all, man. That's all we play at my little apartment there. There's like 15 of us that live in this little apartment, and all we have is a sound system and a refrigerator, man. And I always bring home the new Rider tape. Whoa.
Well, how about Cimarron?
Oh, that's good. You know that one?
Cimarron, really, man. I'm into it. That would be...
About ready, Freddy? You ready? It's in the key of F, Freddy.
Freddy.
Oh, I vegged out, man. I'm sorry. There's like this yellow light up here. I'm going like stop or go. Does that happen to you?
Not a lot. No. Let's play Cimarron.
Well, dude. Okay.
Freddy. Green light, Freddy.
Get down, Ranger Doug.
Cimarron, roll on. Hear my lonely song.
That's real good, Freddy.
Carry me away.
This is hard.
From the skies of gray. Though I'm feeling blue, I'll roll on with you to the ocean blue.
Ocean cool.
Cimarron, roll on.
Oh, jam out, man.
Joey the Cow Polka King. Sounds like champagne cowboy music.
If everybody had an ocean,
Freddy.
now Writers Radio Theater, and everybody be surfing.
As far as you got.
That would be, yeah, it doesn't rhyme.
Though I'm feeling blue,
See, I told you it's hard, man.
I'll roll on with you to the ocean blue. Cimarron, roll on. Cimarron, roll on.
Whoa. so... Tonar dudes. Listen, I just want to tell all the dudes out there that are on the beach, okay? And like, I hope all the surfers 10-foot glassy and no one's out. Later, dudes. Good beer, good people, good party, good surf. Later.
Freddy Law, the Surfin' Cowboy.
Never mind, Charlie. Let's just say between roundhouse rights and barn burnings, you've had a bad day. Right. Now, let's see. Looks like I can't buy this election. I can't win it. The only way I can have it is steal it.
Steal it.
We're pretty bad hombres, aren't we, Charlie? But somebody's got to do it, right?
Right, you are, boss.
Yeah, I got a pencil-thin mustache and a reptilian demeanor. If I could squeeze a nickel profit, I'd take your grandma to the cleaners. I love forgery, extortion, and changing cattle brands, but mostly I'm in love with very big and evil plans. I want your coal and cattle, gold and timber and railroad right away. I want your water rights and mineral rights and air rights, by the way. I love confiscation, intimidation, and owning all the land. 'Cause lately I've been getting into big and evil plans. Plot demands an evil man. To prove the good are good, someone's got to put them through it. Even Shakespeare in his glory put good villains in his stories. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. What's your excuse, Charlie?
Boss, a brain like you needs muscle to make the action richer. A brawny goon, a dark saloon is why I'm in the picture. Breaking arms and burning barns and springing you from the can is why you need a guy like me for big and evil plans.
Because the plot demands an evil man.
Right. The good are good. Someone's gotta put him through it.
That's right. Even Shakespeare in his glory put good villains in his stories. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Yeah, it's a thankless job, but someone's got to do it. Yeah, it can be a messy job, but someone's got to do it.
The guys.
Charlie, in the bad guy business, you win some and you lose some. And if you're gonna survive, you gotta know when to make your getaway. That's the secret of a good villain, Charlie, because you know, the plot demands an evil man. Yeah, to prove the good are good, someone's got to put them through it. Even Shakespeare in his glory put good villains in his story. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Right.
By the way, Charlie, you did hit both of the neon nightmare switches, didn't you?
Of course, Slocum.
Good.
What's so funny about that?
Well, one of those switches went to the light, all right. But the other one activated a timer wired to 1,000 tons of dynamite. Pretty funny, huh?
Yeah, I like it, boss. Say, what's in it for you?
That'll take care of any evidence I might have overlooked, and mostly I just thought it'd be nice to leave a little gratuitous violence behind, that's all.
I understand the violence, boss, but what does gratuitous mean?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Charlie, although the violence is gratuitous, the plot is so circuitous you got to come to your conclusion with a bang.
And if you keep the action furious, the audience stays curious. And really, it don't matter by how thin a thread you hang.
Because the plot demands an evil man.
Meanwhile, back in the penthouse of the former Golden Calf Casino,